is just daunting. And it's taken us 3 decades to get here. And let me show you some of the inventions that we think will be necessary to take it to the next level. And so if you take a look at the top, reflections on ray tracing. RTX on, notice everything is reflected as you would expect. The Rubik's Cube reflecting on the ground, in the mirror, in the sphere. The ultimate versions of refraction, called subsurface scattering. All of those effects apply. And then of course, we want to animate the face. The combination of all of those effects makes it super hard to do with rasterization. That's one of the reasons why most of the video game characters look a little bit chalky and like cartoons. In the future, we could use ray tracing and deep learning and artificial intelligence to make faces that look very human-like. And of course, image processing. Artificial intelligence has the ability to learn what is the right image to synthesize. And maybe as a result of that, we could use lower resolution textures, less amounts of textures, and use artificial intelligence to synthesize the virtual world because, quite frankly, it's natural anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, everything you just saw, all the lightings, all the shadow, all the animation, everything, all the ray tracing, 100% of it was in real time. This is not a movie. This is next generation graphics. This is what RTX enables. This new form of computer graphics that brings together rasterization for the things that it can do very, very well, ray tracing for the things that it just simply can't do, artificial intelligence that I'm going to talk about later, and, of course, programmable shading that we invented 15 years ago. We can change the time of day, we can change the lighting effects. It just works All the reflections just work. And the self-reflections work. You can see the reflection on his armor from his arms. And it doesn't matter how you rotate the camera. It doesn't matter what moves around it. The lighting works, the shadow works. And the reason for that is we're simulating light, and it should behave accordingly. Sean, that's fantastic. Everybody does great work. Hey guys, let's put a hand together for the engineers and the artists of the video. Thank you. Thanks, guys. They're going to adopt it for an upcoming title, one of the most anticipated titles, and I can't wait to see it. And they're freelancers, and they jump into these exoskeletons that they call Javelin, and it's an action RPG, and it's just really fantastic looking game. I can't wait to play it. And the folks at Bioware made a trailer for you guys.
Technology has always helped us unleash our creative potential by giving players more immersive experiences than ever before. In Anthem, head out into a chaotic and beautiful world. Fly across wondrous lands in your Javelin exosuits. Confront deadly creatures. Formidable foes, and awe-inspiring mysteries. NVIDIA takes us one step further by rendering our game with more precision and higher quality textures. Javelins, creatures, and combat have never looked better. We are happy to announce that we are working with NVIDIA to bring DLSS technology to Anthem. Check out Anthem on PC with Origin Access Premier on February 15th.
That's amazing. We're also going to show you DLSS in action. DLSS in action. Okay, so guys. So on this side is ray tracing on, but using the state-of-the-art in anti-aliasing technology called TAA, temporal anti-aliasing, that we played a huge role in inventing. This is as good as an image quality as you can get today at 1440p. On that side, on your right, is RTX on with ray tracing and DLSS. Both sides are ray traced, both sides are 1440p. This one uses DLSS, and this one uses state-of-the-art anti-aliasing technology called TAA. I want to bring your attention to two small numbers up on the top. Not only is this image more beautiful, more crisp, it is also running at a higher resolution. Exactly the same GPU. Does that make sense? Are you guys following this? First of all, if you could, a little audience participation here. Who prefers this one? Who prefers this one? Notice how crisp everything is. And the reason for that is because this DLSS network learned from a whole bunch of really high resolution, really beautifully rendered images. And it learned how to reproduce it. It learned how to reproduce it using a supercomputer that we invented called DGX2, running deep learning, this new auto-encoding neural network that we call DLSS. Look at the detailed differences. Remember, both are exactly 1440p. Both are RT on. This one is using TAA. Notice all the subtle details. Temporal anti-aliasing has some static artifacts. In motion, you don't see it. but when it's static, you see a little bit of flickering. If you could just ignore that. DLSS doesn't have that same artifact, but the important thing is look at the details here. Look at that detail. Look at that detail. Look at the crown moldings on top. Look at the chandelier. It is just incredible from here. Look at the patterns at the bar. This is the power of artificial intelligence. So what have we done?